Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. Do the same with the Grizzly Gentlemen. They're both fantastic deals and help support the show. What is up, Planeswalkers? Theric 6 back with more Magic the Gathering Arena. Today we're going to be playing the God-Pharaoh's Gift deck that was brought to the, what is this, something open? Zendikar Rising Championship by Brent Voss. I have this deck list on Goldfish, MTG Goldfish. I will link that in the description, but I still will create an Aether Hub version for those of you who prefer Aether Hub like I do. As usual, I'm going to talk about the deck list after the full deck tech after the games. However, I do want to just point out this deck revolves around getting God-Pharaoh's Gift into play and making a bunch of cool tokens from your annoying creatures. I really like this sideboard actually, and I can't wait to talk about it a little bit more. I did play a game, and it was against the deck that's everywhere. Literally, if you go to the tournament breakdown for the Zendikar championships, you'll see a lot of goblins and a lot of 4-color midrange. What 4-color midrange is essentially Uro, Nissa, and then you play the white for things like Mythos of Nethroi and stuff. Right? It's Ura and Nissa deck. Mad respect to my opponent's sleeves. This hand is actually not technically very slow. I mean, it is. But this deck does only run, I believe, 22 lands. So having access to this many lands early on is quite nice, to be honest. Great. You can't be mad. Like, you literally can't be mad. Can you please just let me concede again? Please? Immediate concede. The main deck, turn 1, Grafter's Cage. Wait, am I stupid? Guys, I think I'm stupid. I'm leaving this in. You can. I mean, what? This is like the 2-minute mark. Shut the hell up if you're upset. God-Pharaoh's Gift exiles a creature card. You stupid bitch. I could have absolutely kept playing. I'm so dumb. Grafter's Cage doesn't care about, or God-Pharaoh's Gift doesn't care about Grafter's Cage. I'm sorry, everyone. I could have absolutely played that out. I just saw it and was like, oh, we've lost. I'm stupid. I want all of you to know. I do not profess or proclaim to be a great Magic player. This hand is also fine. We technically don't have a blue source, but we have a blue source. I'll go ahead and keep this. I think I do want to... Never mind. It's much better now. We do want to get this out first, just because our payoff for this isn't immediate. Hello! Nath Gel. Go ahead and play this. And, leave my master alone, thank you very much. Garbage. Utter garbage. Pass. What was I saying? Right, I'm garbage. But besides the fact that I'm garbage, if you look at the championship, right, it's a ton of goblins, a ton of, essentially Uro Nissa decks. Man, remember when I said Muxus, Uro, and Nissa should all be banned? I stick by that. Well, bye-bye inquiries. I'm gonna go ahead and mill myself. Hopefully get some cool stuff here. Yeet, yeet, yote. Those are all decent. I am a little low on yeeting more things in my graveyard, though. Unburial Rites. This is fine if I just, work my way up to that amount of mana. And I'm just gonna attack you, I guess. My opponent is on some sort of... I assume just straight up Bant Control. I think this was part of the... Yeah, I realize that I don't have the actual page open, and I don't want to keep blinking this out for everybody. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is another deck from the championships, and this kind of happens every time that you play. So I can't Unburial Rites, right? That's something that I can't do, but I can still use God-Pharaoh's Gift. We're just gonna play this tapped here. Yeah, I mean, you're going to see a lot of decks from the championship, and you're also going to see a lot of decks that are aiming to fight against those championship decks. I mean, I guess I play Cataclysmic Gearhulk just because it's a big chunkus. I should have made that black, but, like, it doesn't matter. It might not even resolve. Oh, hey, look at resolve. I will keep this and this, please. Thank you. And they will... Look, I literally play this as a 4/5. They get to keep their things. Like, I don't care. I just needed some form of pressure. Yeah, so you're going to see a lot of those. Hopefully it's going to be fewer goblin and... I mean, the 4-color control decks I feel like are going to be everywhere. I think it takes a certain type of maniacal person to want to play goblins. I'll do this. And remember, there's no reason to do this because creature cards and graveyards can't enter the battlefield. So I'll play this, and hopefully next turn I'll be able to adjust God-Pharaoh's Gift. Even if it's just to get, you know, Massacre Wurm, I guess. Or I guess we would just get Champion of Wits, I'm not sure. But this does shut down the deck decently in some circumstances, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's too nuts. The issue here, of course, is that this could just get countered. And this just getting countered would suck. It didn't get countered. Cool. Alright, didn't really get all that much cool stuff. Because, yeah, this exiles. It's very important. It exiles. So we're going to hit... Yeah, there's no reason to do this. So I think we're just going to hit a Champion of Wits. I'm probably just going to put Unburial Rites into the graveyard. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to put one of these in there. I don't think I need another land. I'm going to do like that. And we'll attack. Cool. What's nice is that this is not legendary, so we'll be able to play another one. Yeah, and we win through the main deck Grafter's Cage. So yeah, what I really like here is that you have so many answers to certain things, right? Like this helps you against Muxus. This helps you against a bunch of decks while still allowing you to, you know, put out a Champion of Wits or a Stitcher Supplier. Failure to comply is actually nuts, right? Being able to just choose Muxus or choose even something like Aetherworks Marvel. If you know your deck, this is a fantastic sideboard card. It's just really cool, generally speaking. I'm actually going to bring in Hostage Taker to deal with Cage. Let's see. I could also just bring in Angel of Invention. I could bring in Scarab God because it does a similar thing. So I think I'm going to bring in Scarab God, cut my Unburial Rites down a little, cut my Scholar down a little, and I think I don't need both Massacre Wurm. I think I'll get rid of a Glasspool Mimic as well. So I'll go with that. Just trim a few things, make it so that we don't have to rely as much on the Unburial Rites part. And you'll notice that this deck isn't playing Refurbish. Typically, when I play these styles of decks, I will keep this. When I play these styles of decks, I don't actually use. I don't make changes to them. I find that it's important to kind of show a little snapshot of what the deck actually is for this tournament environment. So we could, like, the thing is, right? We could see Rest in Peace at some point, and that would be that would be crushing. But since we brought in those Angel of Inventions, we would still have some gas for those decks. Now, it's not great that we have double Gate to the Afterlife in our hand, especially considering the fact that we have only 2 creatures right now. But it should be fine. But yeah, really all I need to dodge here is Rest in Peace. Let's play this. And I do think that we're going to just play Gates. I'm going to attack with my Supplier first, see if they want to do anything. Doubt it. Based on how fast that happened, I think this is just fine. Yeah, okay. And turn, this can only mill 2, right? Oh, it mills 3? So theoretically, mill 3, next turn play this, mill like 1 more creature, and I can gate to the Afterlife. Like start getting, if I'm able to start getting this going quickly, it'll be quite good. Okay, that's 2 creatures, so I should have 4 creatures now. 1, 2, 3, 4, I do. I can also just do this. And this can give me 5 total mana. I believe that is accurate. So what I'm going to do here is sack this. Ooh, okay, that's actually quite nice. So I'm going to draw a card because I want to put this God-Pharaoh's Gift into the graveyard. I do want to be careful because I don't want to get blown out by a God, what's that card's name? The Cleansing Nova. Search my graveyard. I will grab this. Alright, I'm dumb. I didn't put a it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, cool. We just win. Yeah, so my thinking there was that I would also play out the Treasure Sphinx and then like cast the second God-Pharaoh's Gift, but it didn't turn out to matter, which is quite nice. Let's see. My other feelings about, yeah, I mean, like I just hate goblins. they're dirty rats, and I hate them. I mean, I do like this deck. I think if you're looking for a deck that is graveyard based, but not like it can still win through a Grafdigger's Cage, I think it's fine. This hand is also fine. I think I Watery Grave turn 1 and Stitcher Supplier. The next turn I can play this on blue. I might need it on black, actually. I do think that it's a keep, though. I think it's keep worthy. There's a lot of yeeting into our graveyard. So I need to just see. Okay, they mulliganed. I don't know. Okay, interesting. Everything has changed, of course, because the Fire Nation attacked. I want to play this Minister. Mox Amber. Is this going to be an artifacts deck? With things like Emery and, well, it is an artifacts deck. Definitely not exactly what I thought it to be. Let's play this. Okay, not the best, but it's fine. Play this. That's pretty nice. And we pass. Leave my graveyard alone. But what would be nice is if we can Unburial Rites the Scholar. You may cast an artifact card. We cast this. Although right now we don't have another like thing to get, but that's the point of Master of Inquiries, I suppose. Obviously we have to get to that point. Our opponent's Sultai something. Tamio, sure. This can now produce mana.
You would make an excellent.
Let's see what they name.
I noted this.
Emery, and they grabbed it. Paradox Engine. Oh, it's a Paradox Engine deck. Okay. Interesting. Massacre Wurm does kill this nicely, which is fun. They already lost 2 of their Paradox Engines. Although, that's not actually lost. They have this. Okay, that is a bit of a yikes. I do need to deal with that. Okay, so here I am going to... I guess I'll just double attack this. And to get to just like, play that. Cataclysmic Gearhulk would be decent. But I don't currently have a way for that to matter. I did this, by the way, so I can play both portions of this. So yeah, I'm just gonna attack both of these at this because I would rather. I just want things in my graveyard. Like I don't care. And so far, yeah, they don't have anything for graveyard stuff. Let's see what I get from milling. Not much. Let's mill myself. another Unburial Rites is quite nice. Alright, so next turn for certain. Let's see, next turn I can get Scholar. I mean, I could get Scholar, God-Pharaoh's Gift. Oh, I have 3 Scholars in there? Jeez. I might even be able to get Angel of Invention. I'm not sure. I can get a lot of good stuff. I just don't want to cover the screen so you all don't get to see like what our opponent's doing. They might just... Wow, they didn't just go for the Paradox engine.
To the library.
I guess they could just use Emery for that. They're looking for Chromatic Sphere. Interesting. So they could use Emery to Paradox Engine here. Yep, okay. So if they have Mox Amber... If they have Mox Amber, they have infinite mana. Right? I think that's correct. Okay. Well, we get to do some fun stuff. Let's play this. Do we want to mill myself first? Yeah, I think I do. Cool. So we're going to do this. We're going to target Scholar of the Lost Troves. Okay. So I think I want another Unburial Rites for the other Scholar. Yes. Get the other Scholar. With this Scholar, I want to grab God-Pharaoh's Gift. God-Pharaoh's Gift enters. I get to use it. I want to use... Do I want Scholar into... Or do I want... I think I would rather have Angel of Invention here. And make some dudes. This. Yeah, so now I at least get to kill Tamiyo. And they're going to be less likely... Yeah, they're going to be less likely to combo kill me here. They only have 3 cards. They do have an active Emery, but they don't... Oh, they do have a Mox Amber. This is just... Isn't this just... Isn't this just... I guess that... Okay, they have to actually have enough card draw, I guess. Okay, yeah, this is infinite. Am I dumb? Okay. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so, okay, we've lost. Yeah, so now they can Emery to get another Mox Amber. Casting the Mox Amber will untap. I mean, it doesn't have to untap anything, actually. It'll untap the Emery. And then they get to just keep recasting Mox Amber. They do see that, right? I mean, this is an interesting deck that I might play at some point soon. But they do see that. They have unlimited mana. They can activate Keenon a bunch of times. So just to reiterate, you tap Mox Amber, it gives you 2 colors. You tap Emery, recast the Mox Amber in your graveyard. That'll untap your Emery. Yeah, I get they have infinite. I'm just gonna see if they actually like do it. I forgot that they could also have Mind Stone to draw a card with. Sure. Because they might run out here, maybe. Wait, are you serious? Why would you not? I guess another good reason is to force them into it is because it technically does eat their time. But I mean, we're sitting back and we're chilling. I want to see if they make a mistake, because they might. If they make a mistake, we win. There wasn't a Massacre Wurm in my graveyard, was there? No, okay. If there was, that's the correct choice. But we didn't even have a chance to put it in our graveyard, so. Alright, we're chilling. I don't have any questions from Discord right now, I don't think. No, I don't. Nope. I guess you know what? While our opponent is doing that, I will go to the tournament top deck lists. So we have Azorius Control, Goblins, 4-color mid-range, 4-color mid-range, Sultai mid-range, which is essentially the same thing, Sultai mid-range, once again, same thing, 4-color mid-range, 4-color mid-range. That's the top 8. Blue-white control, main decking Grafdigger's Cage, a bunch of counter spells, Shark Typhoons, yeah, makes sense. What? Things are still happening? Yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb and say my opponent has not, has not lost the plot. But I'm still, you know what? I'm still gonna force them to, like, kill me. I wanna be able to see what card it is that they use. Right, getting that information is very important in my opinion. So I'm just gonna let them do this. But in order to make sure that I'm not boring everyone, I do want to continue talking about this historic top 8 deck list. I mean, Azorius Control, if you know what the meta is going to be, and like, based on the rest of the things that I said, like, the meta is very obvious. Yeah, I think it's... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Azorius Control is fine here. I don't see anything that's, like, stupid. It's a response to this metagame. The Goblins decks are running Herald's Horns and Mind Stones now. That's not surprising. Obviously, they want to have some sort of staying power. They're running anything else that's interesting? Nope. They are not. They're absolutely not running anything else that's interesting. They are just, hey, let's play Muxus and win. The 4-color mid-range decks. Let's see. There's Yasharn for white, and there is Mythos of Netheroi. There does not seem to be anything other than that. It's essentially just a 4 euro, whatever, 4 Nissa deck. They do have Hydrocrisis, but I don't think Hydrocrisis is broken. I think it's just a good card. Another deck is almost exactly the same. This one just doesn't have main deck. Oh, it doesn't have sideboard. Mythos of Netheroi either. It's a good thing I didn't concede. My opponent appears to be running out of time.
I'm always a step ahead. There's always an answer.
Well, why don't you look at that? Crazy, isn't it? Let's see what I want here. Just grab this. And I'll just grab this. And I'm just going to attack you in the face. I guess I should have did the math. 6, 12, 17, 12, 17, 21. Oh, now they're dead. Don't always concede. Just because your opponent has a combo and they're demonstrating the combo doesn't necessarily mean that they can actually kill you with the combo. Case in point. Let's see. Yep, more Uro, more Nissa. or Onissa, yeah, I mean, it's like the same. So, let's see. If a non-token creature would enter the battlefield wasn't cast, that does not help me. Yahenni's expertise, maybe, but I think we really want the failure to complies. We don't mind the hostage takers. I think it's mostly just these. If a non-token creature would enter the battlefield, I guess. No. I don't think my stuff having hexproof matters. I think you definitely want failures. And the hostage taker just like makes sense to take their engine. Let's see. What do we want to get rid of in that case? Just want to double check. I mean, I guess I could technically bring in like Yahenni's expertise to kill their creatures, but I'm not really concerned. I do want to keep the Cataclysmic Gearhulk. I don't think there's anything else that I want to bring in for it. I still think we like the Massacre Wurm. I guess we take out a couple mimics. Let's take out a single Unburial Rites, and I don't know. I do not know what else. Maybe an Angel of Invention, even though Angel like really did help me that game. Yeah, let's try this. Onissa, yeah, it's Onissa show. Like, Uro should be banned. For sure, like 100% Uro should be banned. I feel like Nissa should be banned as well, but I'm not sure that's going to be the case. This hand is fine. It's not great. It is fine, though. We Secretkeeper on turn 1. The front door? I did not expect that. Ooh, I like this. Next turn... We just play Glasspool Mimic? I think we just play Glasspool Mimic next turn. Memory, yeah. So they could be going... They could be popping off relatively early, although this is pretty good for us. Do I need a Glasspool now that I drew more things? I don't think so. I don't have anything else for 2, so I'm definitely just going to cast this. Turn 3... Probably just going to be this. But I don't really... Damn, yeah. I don't have all that much. I guess turn 4 might be Unburial Rites for the Gearhulk. Let's just do this. I don't know, maybe that's wrong. The idea is I saved the Glasspool Mimic for, like, Scholar or something. Okay. Temio.
I would like to ask about any anomaly. Let me aid your research.
Well, they got their Paradox Engine. They have Keenan in the graveyard. Was there something in my sideboard that talked about... No, this just wasn't cast, yeah. Everything else... Yeah, no, everything else is fine. Yeah, so here... I'm just gonna play Gate to the Afterlife. Oh, shoot. Can't cause your opponents to sacrifice permanents. They sacrifice the rest. I can't actually use that. Damn. Okay. I guess I might just Unburial Rites my Champion of Wits, which is very slow. I assume they're going to look for a Mox Amber here. No, they looked for a Jace, although they did get a Mox Amber here. See, if they comboed off now, it would give them a ton of resources. I would have loved if, oh wait, with Keenan, is this now... Oh, I think this is infinite now. Huh. Dampening Sphere would be pretty cool. Right. Earl for sure needs to be banned. The fact that the card's not banned already is it's kind of ridiculous. It really shows how Wizards just doesn't give a crap about Historic. I could field an argument for Nissa not needing to be banned, but they need to hit one of those two cards for sure. In my opinion, they still do need to hit Muxus. I can once again field an argument for why they don't, but they really should. And for what it's worth, that's just the top 8. Our opponent is just dwiggling themselves, so you can find all the deck lists from the tournament here. Not tournament. I wish this was... I could organize this a little bit better. A lot of 4-color mid-range. Oh, I can click on this now. Just so you all can see the nonsense. A lot of 4-color mid-range. A lot of goblins. A ton of goblins. A little bit of Jund. A little bit of sacrifice decks, both Jund and Rakdos. Azorius Auras are in there. Mardu Vehicles. It's not a vehicles deck. It runs Heart of Kiran. That's like the only vehicle. Where's Ivorian? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's essentially just like... Oh, there's a Kethis combo in there by Brian Branduin. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly the mid-range. What's happening, huh? They blew up my gate? Sure. And I'm still going to force them to win this, because if nothing else, they're still losing time. So it looks like the way that they win is via Jace. So I'm really looking for failure to comply. Because if I... Oh, that's upsetting. But yeah, if I can failure and just return that to their hand in some pivotal moment or something, and then comply it, it'd be pretty nice. I think both of them are instant.
Like the phases of the moon.
Like the phases of the moon.
Find my notes helpful.
I'm forcing them to play it out. Hope you all are enjoying the show. I guess I can take this as good of a time as any to ask if you'd like to like, comment, and subscribe if you if you like what you see. I mean, technically, this isn't the typical video, right? I have very specific reasons for why I'm having this get played out. And I mean, you saw that with the previous game. In game 1 of this match, we were still able to win, even though they were comboing off. For what it's worth, in this instance, I'm fairly certain we're going to lose. But I think it's important to note that I'm using the clock to my advantage, right? The clock is a part of ranked gameplay, and I'm going to use that as a resource. And it's still going to take them a little bit of time to go through all of these steps. Yeah, no, I mean, essentially, I just try to play decks, have fun. I mean, that's actually pretty much it. I try to play decks, have fun, and I guess, like, showcase decks. Like, I'll try and walk through my decisions and stuff. I especially, one thing that I pride myself on is trying my best to point out my own misplays as soon as I recognize them, oftentimes hilariously, like, directly after I make them. And I try to, like, make sure that information is conveyed in a way that is clear why it was a mistake, why it's important, and things like that. So they're at what, 6 now? What's their time at though? 14? Yeah. Wait, can't you just like keen out to speed that up? One more. You just gotta play one more card. Imagine if I just like instant speed killed their Jace. Oh, that'd be great. You can do it. You can do it. There you go. Okay. Just rechecking. Non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast. Nope, that doesn't help me. Let me cast a spell. Maybe I do just want the Yahenni's expertise. Might try that. Hmm. I don't know if that's the correct sideboarding, but that's what I'm going to go with. Yep, I will keep this. We like getting the Massacre Wurm in the graveyard so we can potentially use it. Got an Unburial Rites as well, which is nice because we also have a Hostage Taker. Alright, additional Massacre Wurm, so we're probably going to double dump these. We're just going to play this tapped here and attack. That's a sorcery, right? Yeah. Keen on? I would like you key gone. I do believe it's correct to Champion of Wits here. I'm going to do this, actually. I will attack. Thank you. Unless they, like, yeet my graveyard. That would be bad, but... Alright, so next turn I can Unburial Rites. It's possible I could just steal their Keen on here. No, I can't do that just yet. I guess I just Unburial Rites the Massacre Wurm here. Yeah, I think this is just the best. I get to kill their Keenon, deal 2 damage to them, and I have a clear pathway, plus a 6/5 on turn 4. Next turn I can play another Stitch, Supplier, and hold up Failure to comply for the rest of the game. I also pulse on that, unfortunate, but still. I have a nice attacker still. Did they miss a land? No. Oops. I don't believe your oops, by the way. You think you're cheeky. Champion of the Wits, Champion of the Wits. Why did I say Champion of the Wits? It's Champion of Wits. Oh, it was actually an oops. Alright. So what's nice is we do have a failure. Uro's fine. I do not care about Uro here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Although I probably will just keep up failures to comply. Shock themselves again. Mindstone is fine. Got them on 7. Yeah, so I think we just let me just make sure. Blue, and then blue, colorless, white. Yeah, so I can put this in taps. I can play this. I just want to make sure I have the mana for this. Attack on in. And at this point, we're just looking to keep them off balance long enough for us to just kill them. 2 mana Keenon. Oh, it's a sorcery. Oh, I don't like that. I think it's fine to force them to do this. To just cast it again. I'm hoping essentially that means I can resolve...
Dueling you will be excellent research
Yeah, so
in the
this should still be
library.
lethal. Yeah, so I play this. This dies, they go to 5. Oh wait, this is not lethal. That is an unfortunate reality. This is not lethal. Choosing, I can put this to 2? Fudge. I think I have to put this to 2. Damn. Oh, I miscounted. I mean, I don't think there was something I could have done better. I could play Uro here. Go up to 8. Oh, I can't believe they had another Keenan.
Let me aid your research.
One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, looks like my opponent dies. How nice. I need to double check, please. We're going to search my library. Get a God-Pharaoh's gift. We're going to... There's no reason to mill myself. No, there's literally no reason. I might want to comply something. I'm gonna grab Massacre Wurm. I mean, this should be lethal. That's why I don't concede. If I conceded the first game, right, then I would have legitimately lost that second game. But I was able to win this match, despite the fact that on game 1, I was very close to conceding. So obviously, it depends on like your ability to do so. Like obviously, if you're just trying to rank up fast, I mean, first of all, no, this deck's actually probably fine to rank up fast with. Well, I mean, if you're trying to rank up fast, you probably don't want to be doing it in best of 3. I think technically speaking, best of 1 is better to rank up with. But if you are if you're just someone who doesn't want to deal with just not playing the game, essentially, because, you know, for a big part of that, I was looking over here, then feel free to concede and just move on. Like, I'm a big proponent of knowing this is a game if you want to have fun, and even, like, losing isn't necessarily inherently unfun, but if just sitting through a combo is not fun to you, absolutely just concede and move on. But if you are trying to win, if you're trying to recognize lines that can get you a game win, or a match win in this case, definitely sit it out. Make sure that you are recognizing, hey, I have outs to this. For what it's worth, if you don't have any outs, and your opponent cannot mess it up, sometimes your opponents can't mess it up. This one, obviously, they could. So, after you all saw the deck in action, you could notice that the main purpose of this deck was to get value from our graveyard, not necessarily to rush out God-Pharaoh's Gift. If we were doing that, we would most likely be running a card called Refurbish, and that's a card that I think I mentioned already. But we're not running this, right? Return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. We're not running this. We could, but we're not. Instead, we're running Unburial Rites, and I think this is better given the context of this deck, right? We can get God-Pharaoh's Gift relatively easily. And what helps with that is Scholar the Lost Trove, right? If we didn't have this card, we essentially would need to have Refurbish. But because we have this and Scholar, it means that we can Unburial Rites for 4, our Scholar, and grab a God-Pharaoh's Gift, right? It's functionally the same. Obviously, it doesn't mean we need both of these. However, what's nice about the rights is the fact that we can get other things. We can get our Gearhulk, we can get our Angel, we can get our Massacre Wurm, we can get any of our creatures from the sideboard. Right, and I think that's fantastic. Gate to the Afterlife obviously allows us to go grab God-Pharaoh's Gift from anywhere. Typically what you would like to do is, if God-Pharaoh's Gift is in your graveyard, you want to grab that one first. And the reason for that is because there's graveyard hate, And you might want to be able to draw those other ones later on in the game. Additionally, if you already have one in your hand, you could use that as a discard for Champion of Wits. You could use that to just cast again, right? There are different reasons you might want to just go for that. So generally speaking, you want to go grab the one in your graveyard, followed by a one in your deck, then a one in your hand. Generally speaking, there are obviously going to be situations where that's not the case. The static ability on this is actually decent in this deck, because sure, you gain 1 life, which is, not going to lie, helpful against certain aggressive decks, but it allows you to draw a card and then discard a card. Being able to just say, man, I need to like put a Massacre Wurm in my graveyard so that I can Unburial Rites it and kill my opponent. Well, just attack with a bunch of dorks. They'll hopefully kill it, and then Unburial Rites this, and bada bing, bada boom. If they see this, they shouldn't actually do that, but still, I'm trying to point out a specific notion. So only 22 lands here, but we still really didn't have all that many issues with mana. One reason for that is the fact that we can, if we have to, play this as a land. Another is the fact that we have essentially just like 1s and 3 drops, right? We do have 4 drops kind of, but the bulk of our deck is low CMC. We are very rarely going to be playing this hard casting, and if we do, we've been through several turns and we've drawn several cards. Being able to Champion of Wits in order to get the exact card we need at the exact right moment is kind of why we can get away with so few lands. We run a Phyrexian Tower because we want to be able to potentially ramp up that mana by sacrificing a Stitch Supplier. This is a perfect example, but we can also get rid of things like that. And when you combine stacking something like these to Phyrexian Tower with Gate to the Afterlife in play, it means that you can do a lot more cool things. I guess there aren't really any other things in the main deck that are interesting. I mean, this dude just mills. She just mills, right? And also blockers. Cool, whatever. The main bulk of this, I guess you can talk about Angel of Invention really quickly. This card just helps you like win. Like, we have dorks, right? We have just losers. And if you have Angel of Invention, it can make your losers bigger, and you get to kill your opponent with your loser. It's great. Cataclysmic Gearhulk, I don't know if we actually resolved this and it mattered, but if your opponent is playing a bunch of artifacts, if our opponent obviously didn't have Tameo, then you could just make them lose the majority of their artifacts, which can be crippling to combo decks. Yeah. And then in the sideboard here, I said how cool a lot of these sideboard cards were, and I really meant that. Mistcaller is fantastic for dealing with goblin decks. And the fact that you can get it back with Unburial Rites or God-Pharaoh's Gift is mwah, it's delicious. The fact that it's on sacrifice means that you get to do it, and then you get to do it again, like later on. It's great. Notably, this is non-token creature, so Mistcaller doesn't apply to your God-Pharaoh's Gift. It applies to your Unburial Rites, so be sure to chill out with that. But on the turn where you're using this, even if it's on your turn, you get the advantage of saying, haha, I still get to use my God-Pharaoh's Gift because it doesn't care about token creatures. So that's awesome. It's great. Failure to comply. You get to delay a spell. I really thought comply was instant, but I understand why it isn't. I'm kind of sad that it isn't, but whatever. But I should note that Scholar of the Lost Troves can also cast this if you really need to. But being able to just bounce a combo piece back to their hand and then name that card is fantastic. It's also just like a delay tactic, as you saw in that last game there. Shalai, leave my stuff alone. Don't discard me, bro. Don't target me and attack my graveyard. Leave me alone. Yahenni's expertise, it gets rid of things. We don't care all that much because our creatures who will die to this are fine. Like, we want more fodder into our graveyard, especially if you consider the fact that we can then deploy a Gate to the Afterlife or deploy Champion of Wits, right? Very helpful card. Restoration Gearhulk, if your opponent is running a lot of artifact removal, you got a Gearhulk. Or Gearsmith. Hostage Taker. There's plenty of artifacts running around that you just don't want to deal with. Yeet them. Just take them and throw them into your battlefield. Another Angel of Invention, and then 2 Scarab Gods. If your opponent is being annoying to you and you don't think that you're going to be able to get your cool God-Pharaoh's Gift stuff, just steal their own creatures. Come. It's great. I really enjoyed this this video. Hopefully you all did as well, because in my opinion, it showed something that's very important in competitive or best of 3 Magic, is that sometimes it's correct to concede. A lot of the times, make your opponent have it. And that's something I say about counterspells as well. Make your opponent have it. Anyway, I would like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Fogwind, Malik, and Ballashair for the continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the show, you'll find links in the description below. Do of course hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all of that fantastic stuff really does help with the show. And of course, until next time, all will be one. And by the way, that's a Phyrexian thing.